So, question. People are saying that in this moment of total chaos and what do you call it? What's a good word for what we're going through right now? Through this pandemic and this mass hysteria. That's what you call it, mass hysteria. Through this moment that we're living in right now, people are saying, calm down, calm down. I mean, it's just, a virus. It only killed like 3,000 people worldwide. When the flu killed 30,000 or 40,000 in America alone last year. So they're saying that we shouldn't worry about this pandemic that's going on right now because the flu has killed a lot more people last year than this pandemic has killed since, December, when they first got wind of it? 3,000 worldwide versus 40,000 killed by the flu in America alone. Oh, I'm boring you to death. So my question is, what's wrong with that logic? What's wrong with the logic of those who say we shouldn't worry about that? It's a distraction. It's just something to cause mass hysteria or, things like that. Even though it is, I believe it's a weapon that, the United States used, biological weapon that they used to probably go after some of their financial competitors such as China, who their economy was in a lot better shape than ours, or on its way to be, if not. And that's my opinion, but don't quote me on that. It's just an opinion. What's that for me? But why is this pandemic something to be concerned about versus the flu, which killed a lot more people over a period of 1 year last year? And what's your answer?
I would say because if you don't use precaution, you expose yourself to something that there's no cure for and risk your life and infecting the people around you and causing lots of unnecessary sickness and death.
Well, that's the same case with the flu, but not only, they actually have historical data that shows that the flu does cause a lot of deaths, 30 to 40,000 a year, whatever the number is. It's something astronomical like that. But why? Why not focus more attention at this time on the flu, which has a history of killing 30 or 40,000 per year in America alone, versus this new virus that killed 3,000 or 4,000 worldwide so far?
Because there's no cure.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no cure.
You
could do it.
Okay.
You can answer it.
Tell me if this makes sense. And we kind of went over this. It's not how many this new virus has killed so far. We should be concerned about this new virus because the potential damage worldwide, the potential is far greater than, what's currently happening with the flu. Why is the potential so much greater? It's because there's no cure. Because we don't, and it's going to take some time. Most scientists, I have a neighbor who is like 80-something years old. She was a chemist, a scientist, so to speak, and a chemist. She was the first black female chemist, I believe, at least in New Jersey, but she wrote several books. But, she says that it's going to take them at least possibly a year and a half to come up with a cure for this thing. So even with the cure, this thing is still going to spread the same way the flu does. Because there's a cure for the flu, but yet people still don't take the precautions to take care of themselves. Go get the flu shot. When they're sick, go to the hospital. You know, they wait too long before they go, and it's too late, and some of them are dying before getting the help they need, and also spreading it to other people because they're not taking precautions. Washing their hands, not touching their face like you're doing right now.
Yikes!
Like I just did right before.
God.
You know, things like that. Touching doorknobs and all kinds of other
At least I wash my hands
places.
very frequently.
Yeah. So it's not the fact that this new virus hasn't killed 40 or 50,000 people. I'm always thinking money. 40 or 50,000 people, you know, within a year, like the flu did. It's the potential, being that it doesn't have a cure, and how fast it could spread in a short period of time if we don't take the precautions. You should be on, what do you call it? What should you be on? You should treat this thing like it is, just what it is, a pandemic. And you should take the precautions, you know, not to get yourself sick, to stay away from people who may be sick, and to not do the things that, you know, facilitate you passing along, catching it and passing along to others. Don't touch me. Whoa. Air hugs, air kicks. Oh my God, I'm so serious. You gotta respect my personal space. So stop saying please, folks. I'm talking to some of y'all know who you know who I'm talking to. Like, you know, my friend list is like this small. So you know who I'm talking to. Stop saying we should be focused on the flu. We should be focused on the flu, and we should be focused on the coronavirus. And we should be focused on the me, and we should be focused on the you. We should be focused on ourselves. The first law of nature is self-preservation. And you got to do your due diligence to make sure you preserve your life, and also not to affect other people, your loved ones, and people. Whoa, are you breathing? All right, got it? It's the potential, not the actual. You got to think past the surface. Got to think past what's currently happened and see into the what ifs, the what could, the potentials. And you got to cut it off at the path. Okay? You're the disease, and I'm the cure.
Yo!